Howdy guys. Today I wanted to do a quick little review on this awesome, no-name, Chinese clone 2500 top handle chainsaw. I think these are originally a clone of a Zenoah brand saw. Zenoah is a Japanese brand. I don't think they do much business in the States, or if they do, I haven't ever seen them. But lots of people clone their goods. This saw in particular right here, I think you could probably get under 18 different brand names. I think all of them are built in the same factory in China, or they all have the same data package, and they just, you know, control V, copy paste, whatever, and this is what you end up getting. This is the little bit older model with only the one bar stud, and then there's your tensioner right there. And annoyingly, so if you want to take this off to do something with the bar or clean or whatever, you undo your bar stud, and then you got to get this little sucker out, this little Allen hex bolt, which isn't a big deal. It's just one more tool you got to have to service your saw out in the woods, you know. As you can see, I had to customize the muffler exit there. One of my bolts inside busted off. You can see those are two different bolts. But anyway, here's your chain brake. It's a part of the clutch cover, which I'm not a huge fan of. Instead of the inboard clutch, it's got, you know, the clutch riding on the outside. Not my favorite design, but it works. You know, I think Husky still does it, and yada yada yada. Here you got your clutch lever, on off right here, bada bing. You got your safety and your trigger, just like so. Under this little cover here, you'll find your air filter. Doing everything one-handed is always super fun. Looky there. There's your air filter. Pop that off. It's got anti-vibe springs. That's also where your spark plug will be. So we'll just pop that sucker back on. I've done probably negative maintenance on this thing since I bought it. You could pick these up online. eBay has them, Amazon has them, even like wish.com has them. You can get these just about anywhere, and they're all going to be right around that $100 mark. And I honestly, including shipping, I would not pay any more than $1.20, to be truthful, because you could find a better deal elsewhere, to be honest. And truthfully, I think hands down the best version of this is the John Cutter, or the Holtz Farmer Tech brand John Cutter top handle saw. Definitely the most refined, definitely the best manufacturer. And honestly, they're right at that same price. They're right at that $120 mark. Especially if you get a deal on shipping or get them from a dealer in the States. They're still really reasonable. And, you know, I'm not going to sit here and try and say that this is just as good or, you know, comparable to a Steel 200T or even, you know, a Husky top handle or whatever. But for a guy who doesn't really need a top handle that often, but loves to have one for around the house chores, and you know, you could throw this on your quad and go ride around in your trails and clean up brush, and throw it in your truck for the same thing if you're ever up in the hills. It's really annoying when you come around a corner and there's a tree in the way, which probably means that a Sasquatch doesn't want you in there. But anyway, if you want to press your luck, you could, you know, buzz it on up and keep driving. Let's go ahead and look at this side here. This side is where you're going to have obviously your pull start, fuel primer bulb. Instructions say to pump that about 10 times, or you'll feel it when all the air's out of the lines, and then pull the choke and start pulling. Starts up pretty easy. This is your fuel. This can be kind of confusing for guys. If you're used to like steel saws or whatnot, usually you got your oil up here, your fuel back here. Well, this is, and it's clearly marked, you know, fuel for that one, bar oil for this one. Sorry, bar oil, fuel. So you can't really hardly get that mixed up. The little bars they come with, it's pretty cute. They have what's close to like an Oregon logo, but it just says chainsaw. Kind of funny. It is a roller tip, and it's got a little grease port, and it's worked just nice. The chain that it came with, I don't know if it's a characteristic of this 3/8 LP, or if it's just the characteristic of the Chinese 3/8 LP. But I broke, let me see here. I broke quite a few teeth off of these. I got it really tight right now. Yeah, as you can see right here, I broke a couple cutters off that, and the rest of them have filed down to just about nothing. But this thing cuts, man, and it throws some nice chips. Honestly, for $100, give or take, it's a wonderful little saw. You know, I cannot really say anything bad about it. She screams, and like I said, if you want the really nice one, newer ones are going to have 2 bar studs, which I think is a big upgrade. Give you a little bit more stability. I don't like the 1 bar stud thing, because that's just, you know, 1 point of leverage there, and so your bar can get a little cattywampus on you. The tensioner actually works pretty well. I don't hate this design. Easy to get to, and it is a plastic part, so don't get on it too hard, but it works. It works just fine. It's got a little chain catch on there. Let me, we'll take this down. See guys, this is the annoying part here. Just like a normal saw. Take this nut off here, but then you gotta go find your frickin' hex keys. Friggin' find the right one here. It's that one. What do you know? And you gotta take that sucker out. Just like so. So there's 2 tools you need out in the field with you to service a saw. And then this clutch cover will come off. And as you can see here, I was cutting with this yesterday, so it's a little messy. Inside, you've got your tensioner and your clutch band. Like I said, not my favorite design, lots of plastic parts. Another Chinese clone saw I had, one of the real cheap ones, had this chain stop in the clutch cover, and these plastic parts just kind of all wore out. I don't know if the spring was too strong and it just warped the plastic or whatnot, but that's an issue. That can be a fail point. I had my buddy Chris was asking me what kind of mount this bar is. Let me see, get back over here. I can get this chain off. There we go. I don't know if that helps answer your question. It kind of looks like just a regular old steel mount to me. I'm not a Husky guy, or a Zenoah guy, or I guess I am a Chinese clone guy. I've had a couple of them, and they work. You know, nowadays, you're only hurting yourself if you discount or automatically say no to Chinese clones. They have their quirks and little things that you have to know about them. But if you go into it knowing what you're going to get out of it, I dig them. They're great. Plus, I like working on stuff, so it's not a negative to me if I have to tear a saw apart every once in a while. Or even tear it apart all the time, even if I don't have to. Grandpa likes to make fun of me for tearing apart stuff that isn't broken. But yeah, the bars are pretty good. I mean, I was on the Farmer Tech website the other day. I know it's the same saw as a John Cutter, so I'm sure the John Cutter bars will work. I want to try and get I want to go full August Honeckey on this and get like a 16-inch bar with that low profile chain and see if she'll eat wood with that configuration. Let me see here. See, this is annoying. I hate outboard clutches because then you got to sit here and the chain's all bound up in the muffler and you got to find an angle and get it out. It's a stupid design. I'm sorry. It's a stupid design. Let me see here. So here's a little deeper look. There's your anti-vibe mount, your muffler, outboard clutch. Has your bar stud and oil port. Again, sorry, this is a little scungy. I just was running her yesterday. The dogs work all right for what they are. If I really cared about this thing, I'd get some nicer dogs and stuff for it. But again, thing's $100. So if you are like a handyman, small-time woodcutter like me, who doesn't have a whole lot of jobs but stays half busy, you can make some money with this saw. And you know, you only have to do a job or two before the dang thing's paid off anyway, so it's all a win in my book, you know. I've had zero issues with this thing except for the chain being a little brittle and losing a couple teeth. Let me get her all put back together for you guys, and then we'll fire her up and you can take a listen to her. Alright, now that I've given you all the features of this little bad boy, I'll show you the full fire up sequence. I haven't warmed this up at all. I ran it yesterday, but she's cold, and so usually what I do, go ahead and pump the primer bulb 5 to 10 times. You'll feel it when all the water or all the air's out of the line. Little pumperoo. All right, switch on, choke out, start pulling. Second pull. Not too shabby. It's a little cold-blooded. You got to give a little time before you can hit the throttle, or else it kind of bogs. But I love the little thing. And like I said, you're going out and about. Bring. You know, great for little branches. I mean, I could even bury that 12-inch bar all the way in around a fir, and she'll keep chugging. And I'll do it if you here. I'll do it right now. That is not what that saw is made for, but she'll do it. So again, my review on this awesome little Chinese top handle saw, man, they're great. For the money, can't beat them really. The only thing that can beat them is the John Cutter 2500 top handle. I just think that obviously Farmer Tech will stand by their products a lot more. You might be able to get a warranty, and with this one, it's just a no-name. They probably got a million of them sitting in factories all over or in warehouses, and they just send them out. Comes with one of those cheesy little Chinese fuel mixing bottles. What else? Only came with one chain. I'm sure there's different packages you could get that'll come with 2 chains. Came with a little scrunch, real cheesy. I threw it right away. Super light metal. You bend it. Came with a little scrunch. Came with the Allen key. That's about it. But yeah, I'd buy them. You guys should. They're great. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching, and stay tuned, because I'm going to film a couple more sweet videos today, and I'm going to keep trying to post, at least a couple vids a week, keep you guys entertained. Hopefully you're starting to tell your friends that this channel is a good one to come watch if A, you want to learn a few things, or B, if you just want to watch a guy have fun running saws or cutting wood or whatever. A lot of this is it's all real lighthearted fun, nothing too serious. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.